Hey, it's summertime, and the 2018 All-Star Game for the 2019 graduating class has arrived. I'm Booker Corrigan, alongside former Johns Hopkins midfielder Mark Dixon. Dixie, the landscape of lacrosse has changed since we were younger and playing in All-Star games like this. What are your expectations for tonight's game?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to see a lot of athleticism, guys flying up and down the field, transition lacrosse, guys taking chances. This is where they can really, quote-unquote, showcase, no pun intended, all of their abilities in front of college coaches, in front of family and friends, and just kind of let it all hang out.
And you've gone through the list and picked some fantastic players to watch for Drew Snyder's Team 100. Who do you like?
Well, Team 100, we've got a long stick midfielder, Jack Petros. He's headed to High Point University. He's at a Triad Lacrosse Club in North Carolina. Long stick middies typically do well in showcases, all-star games like this, because they can push the tempo. And then joining him in the watch list is a young man by the name of Carter Hillary. He's out of the Resolute Lacrosse Club in Ohio. He's going to Ohio State, so Nick Myers and the Buckeye fans will get an early look at Carter Hillary as he works between the lines.
The rich get richer at Ohio State. Now for Miles Jones and Team GOAT, who stands out?
Well, we got another long stick midfielder that I've been told to keep my eye on. That is Landon Carey. He's headed to Syracuse. And when you think about Syracuse up at the Dome, the lineage of long stick midfielders that have really dotted that landscape, he's going to fit in quite nicely with a team that will push transition when they have an opportunity. And then Evan James, he's a short stick midfielder. He's headed to Loyola University. I saw Mark Van Arsdale here earlier, so Mark Van's going to get a good look at a future midfielder. And look, that's a program that graduated some midfielders, especially short stick defensive middies. So it'll be good for Greyhound Nation to get a peek at him.
You mentioned the Syracuse long stickman, Steve Scaramazino, one of the greats.
He was that first tweener.
Yeah.
He was why the NCAA now says your stick needs to be between 52 and 70 inches, or 42 and 70, because or 42 to 52, and then 70 because he always had that like 60-inch stick. He was always that tweener for the Syracuse Orange.
Speaking of tweeners, my new kale chip diet's going on great. We're going to be back with Face Off in just a little bit. Booth 1-0 already. Team GOAT getting a quick goal from face-off man Jonathan DeHenio. And now we see Team 100 in red getting the clear, and they trail 1-0. Dixie, so far things have gotten off to a great start.
They have, and we've seen Landon Clary, the long stick midfielder that we highlighted, head to Syracuse, earn a penalty, and there's a shot to score right there.
That is an absolutely nice sting across the top for number 23. And here we got celebrations abound. Here we go. First celebration of the night as Jacob Braunstein. There they go. Let's get a shot of this celebration when we can, guys. There
looks like it's Duck Duck Goose being played by.
Oh, and he made it around. Some good old-fashioned fun there for Drew Snyder.
Yeah, the goal by Jacob Braunstein. Braunstein playing his club ball with True Premier out of Illinois. His high school is Deerfield. We got some players in this game that are committed. Some majority are uncommitted. So we'll talk about that throughout the broadcast and see what's what.
Another face-off push forward by Jonathan DeHenio. And I'll tell you, Dixie, you referenced the uncommitted. You see some college coaches over on that far sideline?
Oh, yeah. I saw him in the hospitality tent a little earlier. You had Richie Meade from Furman, Jeff Tambroni, Penn State, Mike Murphy from Penn, Chris Wojcik, Harvard, just to name a few. Yeah. You got all levels. Saw J.B. Clark from Limestone in there, so plenty of college coaches here checking out the talent at Lebanon Valley College.
Travis Tranchatella with the help on the clear, and now all of a sudden it's right away back to Miles Jones' Team GOAT in white looking to clear, and now they're on the break. Little diagonal pass unsuccessful by Ethan Ashley. And it's that all-star game festival type atmosphere, that huge showcase today for over 200 players, and now this is the all-star game for the 2019 class. Adidas doing it right. thanks so much to Nick DeNeff and his crew for putting on a first-class event.
Well, we're seeing some good goaltending on both ends. Justin Scorise with a nice save down there. I thought it might have been Martin Scorsese-ish.
Yeah, we can only hope.
And then Colin Corrigan down at the other end for the white team, Team Goat, with great saves. So goaltending taking front and center here early in this showcase.
Colin Corrigan, no relation. He's my cousin's cousin. Cousin's son.
Guy from Malvern Prep, last name Corrigan. I thought there was a good chance there could be some bloodlines in there.
100% chance bloodlines, although he's playing for Team Go. Not 100%, as 100 now gets a chance to clear mid-first quarter. The game actually, in ironic fashion, Dixie, got going early.
It did. It did, yeah.
Unbelievably well organized. Everybody getting in place.
Kids didn't want to wait. Refs didn't want to wait, and so we faced off a little early. We'll probably get a shot of it throughout our broadcast, but on Team Goat's sideline is a golden goat.
Yeah.
And he's hanging out in the substitution box, staying out of the way. He knows he's not up just yet for a run, so he's hanging out in the back of the box.
Great feet on the inside. Ball deflected en route to the goal, and now pops high in the air where it's gathered, and we might have our first foul. Or referees, you've refereed in these games too, Dixie. There's not a lot of fouls called in All-Star games.
Yeah, we had one earlier that was a clear push on Landon Clary from Team Goat, but the referees are just letting the kids play. It's what the parents came to see. That's what the college coaches came to see, and these guys, I'm sure they do not have an extra man or man down installed in their game plan.
This is Chase Baker for Team Goat, seeing some speed on the far side. The right-hander pushes it to the attack, and now they will settle. Logan Cleffish, number 7, and now it's number 23, Talon Campbell. Campbell settles while they substitute, and in comes Ryan Henry. Henry plays a little pass on the near side, and now it's Chase Baker on the far side, clears through, while Campbell dodges hard, looks to feed inside, and it's back in the stick of Ryan Henry.
Talon Campbell has incredible speed.
Yeah.
Coached him years ago when he was playing for the Maryland Rough Riders. He has got blazing speed. One of the top scoring midfielders in Howard County this year out of Reservoir High School. So a program not really known for its lacrosse acumen, and he's a guy that filled up the nets. He 60, 70 plus points on the season for Campbell. We're going to be a little partial. We probably have a little bit more information on our local guys, both you and I being in the Baltimore area.
Sure, as we see Cleffish on the right side now. Gets a step shot just wide near pipe, backed up by Brady McFalls. McFalls being minded by Jeffrey Traynor.
And we get a good look at Miles Jones. Everybody knows Mr. Jones from his playing days at Duke University. Now a member of the United States national team.
And the Chesapeake
Bayhawks.
Had a nice chat with Miles before the game. He thinks he's going to get some playing time maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
As one of the best midfielders in the game today.
Terrific campaign for the Bayhawks so far.
Again, shot backed up by Brady McFalls. Nice offensive possession here. We had that quick burst goal, and then teams settled down. And summer leagues used to have all-star games, but it was never to this caliber. I mean, this is high-level stuff. Thank you so much to Adidas as we get a near-side crank by Chase Baker. But impressed so far with what you've seen from Adidas?
Oh, sure. I mean, the uniforms are on point. We've got some nice swag ourselves, IMLCA National Cup shirts. So, first-class event. Great job being done by Adidas, putting on this showcase. And we're going to have an air and pass. It's going to be an over and back.
Playing
Team 100. Rules. I tell you, Team Goat, that was a college-like possession that they just enjoyed. Probably about 2.5, 3 minutes off the clock. Got 3 or 4 shots.
Tell you what, that cameraman's gonna get hit at some point.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call it before you did.
I'm just wondering why Lionel Messi's running around here in Annville, Pennsylvania when the World Cup's going on in Russia. I'm sure the Argentinians have a big game coming up.
Midfielder Mark Bruce out of St. Paul's School plays for that Looney's 2019 team. You don't know how I know that, do you, Dixie?
You coach him, don't you?
I do. I coach Mark Bruce. Fantastic young man. And Coach Whitty's got himself a grinder at St. Paul's from him. And again, we will be a little partial. We know we just know him a little bit better.
Well, a nice inside roll there by Michael Doty out of Glen Isle High School in Howard County. Good GOAT has controlled possession time here big time, but it's still a 1-1 game. In 100, they are not bashful going to the rack. They have probably had an average possession time of about 11 seconds.
It's an all-star format.
Yeah.
Oh, and the head comes off a stick. He's still D'ing him up, though. I think that might be against the rules.
Just a tad.
Yeah, pass goes to the inside. Ground ball pickup by number 18, Nick Harris. And Harris wants to go right-handed. Getting some help from one of the twins, Noah Braunstein and Jacob Braunstein, playing on opposite teams, which I kind of support.
You absolutely have to have brothers play on opposite teams. We saw in the Under Armour underclass tryouts there was some shenanigans when brothers are playing together and doing some things, and it wasn't good for the event. So it's nice to see brothers being split up, and who knows, maybe they'll go one-on-one with each other and see who mom's going to favorite at dinner tonight.
If they're like the NHL suitors, they might drop the gloves.
Yeah, why not?
Shot backed up that time by Michael Doherty. As we get a look at Nick Harris. And there's Drew Snyder, former Terp.
And you talk about Maryland Terrapins, and you ask guys of his era who the best, toughest, fastest, whatever you want to call it, player they play with, not just midfielder. They'll say Drew Snyder. Yep. They will say, and the coaches loved him, and he's had an incredible pro career.
Want to let everybody know that at the end of the quarter, we're going to talk to Coach Miles Jones, coach of the team in white, the GOAT team.
Jack Pollitt with the clearing attempt right there, but great defense by number 1, Mike Piscinelli out of New England Twisters, commit to St. John's University.
Great sky whammy by Ryan Fitzpatrick, comes in, drives on the cage. No good, inside finish. Dunk you very much. And there is your 2-1 score.
There's great action at the midfield. Again, it starts with Piscinelli creating a turnover, getting the ball down to attack, and originally a nice save off of the long pole effort from number 13, Ryan Fitzpatrick. He is headed to UMass. And then Michael Doty with the redirect. Nice finish.
And we are back to the face-off logo. And it's great. Adidas has done so much. And Nick Denef and his staff have been here for countless hours the last couple days.
Look at the kicks the guys have on. Yeah. They're nice and shiny, the bottoms. I think they're silver, maybe?
Yep. A little flash.
I mean, that's I could use a pair of those. I would look. I could probably shave a fraction of a second off of my 8.340 time. I think I could do it if I had those shoes.
I was going to say, you can't wear them on the golf course, Dixie. Because I know if somebody gave me a pair of cleats, I could hang them on my wall.
There you go.
A great all-star night here at Lebanon Valley College.
Great weather.
Logan Cleffish now back in the game. Everybody's had their run now. Nice little mix of
meathead dodge.
Yep. Going with the rhino dodge. It's back to Cleffish.
Chase Baker.
Cleffish gets under his defender, but unable to convert, and it's back with Doty.
The goaltender, number 11, Scarisi, you say? Is that it? Scurries. He's played well. He's made about 4 or 5 saves.
Tyler Reef kicks it up top, and Chase Baker's shot goes over the cage.
We've seen Baker being very aggressive, going to the goal with the ball on his stick. Now we're seeing some off-ball movement from him. He's a guy who's definitely trying to make some plays out there.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises and Andy Biello doing an unbelievably great job with the organization.
Oh, AB's. You want an event planned, he's your guy.
Yep.
And executed.
Nice save on the inside by Scurries, and now he lobs it up top for Jeffrey Trainer. Trainer's going to walk the dog over midfield.
Great hustle by number 24 in white. That's Ryan Henry out of River Hill High School in Maryland. That was a little Maryland versus Michigan right there, as number 8 for Team 100. Jeffrey Trainer out of True Michigan Lacrosse Club, Detroit Catholic Central.
Ryan Fitzpatrick all the way across the field to Ryan Young. And here come the Goats again. Dixie, how does Coach Jones get his guys to share and possess? It's like watching a high school or a college team at times.
I think that Team Goats doing a fairly good job of that. I think the challenge for Team 100 is that the last 2 times they've had failed clears. You have to give a lot of credit to the shorties and the poles of Team Goat. But once they get it settled, I think Team 100 has been a lot of one-on-one, not really sharing the ball. You never see a goal.
Brady McFalls now makes it 3-1. Late first quarter. Little speed Dodgers, we like to say. He just quicked them.
He did. Nice little step. And it's attack middle field, the defensive pressure. Right here, they're timing the checks. And he just runs right through the check, comes around top side, no slide, and a high-to-high bullet beats Scorice. And Team Goat is up by 2.
So Team Goat put their mascot in the box, and Team 100 put their logo inside their goal.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fun.
Oh, I see it. There it is.
Inside their goal. Coaches were clearly instructing these guys to have a great time while they played today, as Colin Corrigan picks up the loose change and pushes it up. This is Jonathan DeHenio, the face-off guy, sticking around for a little run. So many Fogos in the game now. I love to see a guy who can handle the ball, get back and around, play a little D.
I think that's a great point that you make, because you're hearing whispers. This is a rules cycle year. NCAA Rules Committee will meet in August in Indianapolis, and one of the things that they're proposing is Fogos have to stay on the field for an extended period of time. I don't know what that's going to look like, but the guys with the spatula sticks might want to get a pocket, get things to get their game in order, and be more than just taking face-offs.
Clear now for Team 100, who trails 3-1 late first quarter. And it's calmly down the far side. They may not be aware of time and space. A little dodge, the inside shot deflected wide, and that will do it. And Dixie, you know, we're having a great time up here in the booth, but sweating down there working on the field right now. Rico Fleming, the third member of our broadcast crew, he's going to poke in to that Team Goat huddle and hear what Coach Miles Jones has to say to his squad in white.
Excitement. Shot, by the way. A little more excitement. You're on the sideline. You could punch your friend in the face. Do something exciting. Have a good time. It's an all-star game. You guys go back to your teams, and then everyone's going to be all, excited to play. You guys are playing for the college coaches. You want to play like a team. This game right here is for you guys to show out and have a good time. You guys are wearing all the best gear. There are a lot of kids that would love to be in your position right now. So get out there and have a blast. Just have as much fun as possible. You score a goal, jump on each other, high five, snake leg, whatever you got.
I'd say it's a nice little piece of insight there, and props to Miles Jones. He wants them to have fun.
Exactly, and he's telling his guys to get excited, and that's one thing with the sport. These guys play so much, and they're under so much pressure, so much scrutiny. A lot of times they forget to have fun. They forget to enjoy themselves. So I think it's a great reminder for Miles Jones. He's encouraging guys on the sideline, knock each other around. I mean, that's reminiscent of the Maryland Mosh Pit when they celebrate goals during the NCAA season. And Team Goat's just doing a nice job. They're doing a nice job of possessing the ball, moving the ball, and they definitely got the better of the play in the first 12 minutes.
And that's how they got to their 3-1 lead. Well done. As we get ready to start the second quarter, Lionel Messi running around the
Messi.
field.
Messi's he's got the jersey, he's got the soccer slacks. The coaches wear those tight soccer slacks.
Are those your sweatpants or mine that we let him?
They are not mine, I can tell you that. A little too long and a little too tight.
DeHenio with the shot, blocked aside by Scorice, and he will look to settle for the clear.
Scoris has been really active in this game, and if not for his handiwork, this game could be a 6-7 goal deficit for Team 100. Nice clear. Great
Lane
recognition.
Harrich, yeah, Lane Harrich doing a nice job just simply legging it. And every now and that's what it takes. Alexander Turry settles things number 1 for the team in red. Team 100, coached by Drew Snyder, Booker Corrigan, and Mark Dixon bringing to the call as we get a little strip. And Charlie Coward.
Coward, another resolute guy. He's headed to the Air Force Academy. Nice little takeaway right there. And then here comes Team GOAT back on offense.
Clevish's pass, just a little too much whip in that one. Dixie, where are you with the stick technology today? You mentioned rule cycle. Do you think there's going to be a change in the sticks, or is what we have good enough?
No way. I mean,
okay.
And I say that simply because the inventory that the manufacturers have. Remember when they changed the stick dimensions about
2010?
So that's about 3 rule cycles ago. That was a two-year grace period to allow the manufacturers to catch up with new production, new product, and then exhaust to the much as they can their current inventory. Will it change? I'm not really sure. It's technology can be a beautiful thing. It can also be a detriment, and I think lacrosse is somewhere in the middle in that discussion.
As we see Kyle Howard driving shot deflected en route.
That was Evan James with the over-the-head check. Good takeaway. Takes one in the kidney for his efforts as he crosses midfield. But that's a player we highlight. How about that takeaway check right there? Travis Tranchiletta. Am I getting that name right?
Tranchitella.
There we go.
There's a couple in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice Irish name.
Well played by you, young Mark Dixon. Well played.
He's been all over the field. I believe that's a second turnover he's called.
Danny McMinn in at midfield. Nice inside action and a great ground ball pickup as Team GOAT goes back on the offense. And here's that long stick midi action you talked about. Sky whammy by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Turns, fires. No good, but they will maintain possession. Team GOAT getting the better of the play.
Nice takeaway right there. Number 13, Michael Hughes. He's committed to Providence College. Will play for Coach Chris Gabrielli.
Ethan Ashley now driving, going against number 14, Jack Petros, one of the guys you highlighted. And now we get a pickoff. Michael Hughes does the honors.
I want to correct myself, Booker. I was looking at the wrong roster. That was Ryan Fitzpatrick, the future Minuteman, with that nice takeaway for Team GOAT.
And now we get a little scramble. It's been a hot mess ever since the ball was loose at the top of the box, and they're going to settle it down now. Team GOAT's Ethan Ashley playing the second quarter on attack, and he is, that is Luke Hallman.
Luke Hallman, yeah. Nice takeaway. Here comes Trent Birch up the near side of the field.
And Team 100, they need to get off that one. They need to take the lid off the basket.
And we need to see, not only do they need to score to stay competitive, but we like to see their celebrations.
Yeah.
We saw the Duck Duck Goose earlier.
That may have jinxed them.
I will say that if you're going to do the celebration, let's go running clock, because my stomach's growling, man. It's dinner time.
If you do a celebration that takes longer than the play took to develop, you might be jinxing yourself. Oh, Colin Corrigan, not you, fat Jesus. Not up in here.
Great outlet pass.
Slamming the door.
Noah Braunstein.
Oh, a little toe drag, nifty finish. And they get Team GOAT. And here we go. Let's get this celebration. We don't need a replay right now, men. Here we go. Team GOAT.
Now, they didn't celebrate their first three goals.
They might do some jump rope. No, what are we going to get here?
This might be a bobsled.
And Miles is out there at deep.
It's a rowboat. Here we go.
Kayaking.
There we go.
The Vikings taking over.
Good job. Good job, Team GOAT.
Referees, I'm sure, are using that 20-second timer to make sure they're going to throw a delay. I highly doubt that.
No, they're going to let it go.
And here's your replay, Dixie.
Terrific fast break. It was Braunstein, and then he hits Luke Hallman. And Hallman, the lost art of the face dodge, just windshield wipes across his defender, and then puts the high bouncer into the back of the cage. Team GOAT is up by a trio, and they are playing at a very high level right now. How about the adjustment by Team 100? Long stick midfielder now facing off for Team 100. That is Kyle Sanborn.
Jonathan DeHenio for Team GOAT has been doing
He's been dominating so far.
Tremendous job. Dominant so far, but Team 100 has had their fair share of possessions.
If DeGenio keeps winning the faceoffs, I think we got to change his jersey.
Yeah.
Right, we got to change his jersey. We got give Team 100 an opportunity.
Pisanelli, number 1, settles up, gets it back to DeHenio. DeHenio being guarded by number 22, Carter Hillary. That midfielder, you talked about him. He's going to Ohio State as Mark Bruce Jr. Little flip pass by Bruce. See if he'll get it back. No, he won't.
And these are the 2019. So these are the guys that were really the first class to have to adjust in a way to the new recruiting rules. Now, Luke Hallman sends that into the Anvil skyline.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys were already committed before the rules came into effect. But now these are the guys. These are the guys. The 19s and the 20s are this year, because the 2020s come September 1st. They're the ones that can be communicated with.
Great drive by Cleffish. Logan Cleffish doing it, and it's now 6:46 to go. 5-1 Team GOAT. Are we going to see Drew Snyder call a timeout here?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He's just going to keep encouraging his guys, tell them to play hard. It's been hard.
Score a goal.
Yeah, Cleffish just runs out, gets a good angle, arms free, spins around, and puts a high blast past the goaltender, Scorice.
And we go back to the faceoff to DeHenio.
DeHenio plays it out the front door. He's got a break.
And DeHenio is a stud face-off guy. Shot goal stinger by Luke Hallman. He's feeling it right now. Bringing it, slinging it, stinging it from the outside. And here we go now. Team GOAT going with no celebration.
They're not going to overdo it. They're going to make it special. They're going to make it count. But DeHenio wins it out the front door and does a great job. Draws a slide, hits the point man, and then Hallman with a right-handed hammer.
And how important is it for him to throw that pass accurately?
Big time. I mean, you have to. You gotta put it on the guy's ear to allow the attackman to have the ability to make a play, because on a fast break, there's so much defensive rotation. You got long poles flying out at you. If you put it at his ankles or if you put it above his head, he's coming up with an injury probably. DeHenio is uncommitted according to our paperwork. He is a face-off man out of Bridgewater Raritan in New Jersey.
He might be committed by tomorrow morning.
He might be. And he can. I mean, these guys are fair game. He might be verbal on the way to the parking lot.
Chase Baker gets it up top. Scores with the save on the offering from Landon Carey. Again, Carey going to Syracuse as a long sticker. Long stick midi standout. And now we got a guy open on the far side. Look at the college coaches on that far sideline on your TV screen. You can see them. And there's more of them to the left side of the screen because the food's down at the left side.
Yes. Great spread.
There's a couple empty
Grilled
seats
chicken
down at the right side because there's no food on the right side.
I had a piece of chicken. It was on point. Terrific. There's other things down there. I just didn't have time to sample everything.
I feel bad because I may have hurried you up.
No, not at all. Not at all. They didn't need to see me at the trough, that's for sure.
Tying on the feed bag, was it? Oh, here's the little time room. Team 100 getting one back. A much-needed goal. Big-time shot by Kyle Howard. And he puts one back. One of the few goals to get by Colin Corrigan in goal for Team GOAT.
Howard's just going to find an open space and good recognition. Howard, he's a 2019, obviously, out of Team Turnpike Montgomery High School. He takes the feed from Danny McMinn, and that's just a nice setting of the feet and giving what the defense takes you. Steps down, high to low, great placement, huge goal. And no celebration for Team 100.
Yeah, they're still digging back into when celebrations are going to help get them closer. They trail by 4 now, second quarter, 5:26 remaining. As we get an attack sub by Team 100, and some things change, some stay the same. Dehenio doing work. Go on and show him who you call daddy. As it's now Brady McFalls for Team GOAT, pushing it behind. Ethan Ashley possesses, and now it's up on the wing with Howard, and he'll get it to Mark Bruce.
Bruce, big body. He's got a lot of size. He's a physical dodger from what I've seen so far in this game. Might want to shorten that exchange pass up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a great piece of advice. Like, what do you mean when you say shorten it?
You got to run too. You got to keep your feet moving when you make the feed, and then the attackman or the offensive teammate who's receiving it has to make a move. You can't both stand flat-footed.
And a little turnover in the middle of the field. A little flip pass over his head. Can't be handled by Ethan Ashley. He gathers it in the far side. Man, open back pipe. He opts for the shot, and somebody else took a ball to the body.
Luke Hallman just got it right in the small of the back. That does not tickle.
Ball on the ground. Mark Bruce comes up with it, puts one hand on the ground, and now gets it checked. It's the Team GOAT. They've had the better of the play for the majority of the time, as Mike Pisanelli now gets it back to Bruce.
Pisanelli, I like his ground ball work. It's a second or third time we've said his name in this contest, and it's typically after picking up a nifty ground ball and getting it out of harm's way.
Ryan Henry picks it up. Pass was deflected, as we get a good look at some of the college coaches on hand.
It's Mike Murphy to your left, head coach at Penn. Chris Wojcik at Harvard to your right. Ivy League compatriots spending some time together here.
And a shot and a goal by the GOAT team, and that is Tyler Reef. Reef just gathers himself. Strong right hand there, Dixie. Play to your strengths.
Big time. Gets a good matchup, shorty. Little transfer, and he's just going to step in and bowl it over his defender. Bad approach by the defender. And it's all about getting the hips moving of the midfield defense, and his hips were in a bad way, and there's a GOAT getting all shined up, taking care of him. He has not gotten a run. The GOAT has not gotten a run so far in this game, but he is definitely on the field and in the box supporting his teammates.
The third member of our broadcast team, Rico Fleming's down, getting Miles Jones. Get a quick interview with him, see what he thinks. He's getting a little intense. He looks like he's getting a little intense right now. I don't know why. He's up 7-2. Rico, go ahead and take it away, my man.
Thanks, Booker. I'm down in the field with Miles Jones, coach of the GOATs. Miles, what are some things that you like that the GOATs are doing?
They're playing hard. You know, they're running all over the field, scrapping with the balls on the ground. We're picking it up for the most part. Those small things win the game. So I'm excited for them for that.
And Miles, who is standing out right now on the field for you?
My face-off guy, he's a scrapper. I like the way he's playing. He's tenacious. He scored a goal to kind of spark us in the beginning of the game, and I think he's our MVP if we win this game.
For sure. Thank you, Miles.
No problem.
I don't know who gets the prize for better hair, Miles or Rico, but Rico, we love seeing you, my man. We love seeing it down happening on the field as Team 100. Nice defensive stand, and now Danny McMinn strides in. Possesses momentarily. No slide comes. Colin Corrigan gathers that shot, collects it, and now looks to push it up the field.
Good outlet.
Great outlet to number 9, Brian Young. Young settles it with Brady McFalls, and Team GOAT back on offense. They already lead 7-2.
Young's a kid who's committed to UMBC, so Coach Ryan Moran getting a good one in Ryan Young.
Scories gathers the ball, but it skitters out of his stick over the end line, and it's going to be possession for Ryan Young. Little fake flip.
This afternoon's Adidas Uncommitted All-Star Showcase. Please meet in the corner of the end zone.
Kyle Sanborn with a nice ground ball momentarily. But again, Team GOAT, they're winning those 50-50, but they're winning just about every statistical component. Crossfield pass in and out of the stick, and now it's fought for by Jeffrey Trainer. He throws it into the middle.
Yeah, not what you want to do. Put it right in the middle of the field. Got to get that out of there if you're Team 100.
And that is backed up by the red squad. Scories.
Nice hustle.
I think we get some tired guys down on that end of the field.
You got Lionel Messi is sitting next to Genio, the face-off guy. And Rico's talking to both of them. So Messi is tapped out from filming on the field.
I was going to mention, he was the MVP in the first quarter.
He was running all over the place.
He made it up and down the field more than the kids did, but he has since tapped out.
Jack Pollitt with the clear, loses possession. And that's just kind of been the story of the first half for Team 100, just not able to really get anything going offensively and trouble clearing the ball.
Evan James doing a nice job coming up with it. Now it's Nick Harris. Shot just wide. Dixie and I like to stress, though, if you don't hit the cage, it's just another loud sound on the boards.
That is true. You get some oohs and ahs, but no points on the board.
The transition opportunities.
Make the goalie work.
Yep.
Make him work. Make him make a save.
Shot goes wide that time by Ethan Ashley. But the Goats maintain possession here in the 2018 Adidas IMLCA National Cup. Little under move shot, goal. A quick little move by Luke Hallman, and he makes it 8-2.
I believe that's his third goal of the game at a Middletown high school. A little shake and bake, just a change of direction, switches from right to left, and then puts a stick back in his right hand with a little backhand action. Nice high bouncer, nestles into the upper 90. Hallman putting on a show in front of all these fans and college coaches.
DeHenio still doing work at the face-off dot. That's Noah Braunstein being pushed on by Jacob Braunstein. Here we go.
The brother on brother.
Yes, if that's third 23, and it is.
Dale and who was the other one? The stepbrothers? Dale and
Brendan.
Brendan,
Dovak.
yeah.
Dovak and Huff.
Don't touch my drum set.
Prestige worldwide.
Yeah.
Shot goal by Hallman. I tell you, we get a lot of scoring from just a couple fellas so far tonight, Dixie.
Hallman now showing his strength. He's going to take on the pole, gets to the center of the field, uses his body well, sees a double, pump fake, and then he's going to split the defense. Now, granted, it's an all-star game, and the approaches probably aren't as ambitious or as crisp as they would be in a regular season, but you got to credit Hallman. Keeps his feet moving, sticks active, nice bounce shot, his fourth of the game.
See Coach Jack Crawford down there with Team GOAT.
The Judge is what his nickname was when he played at Johns Hopkins back in the late 80s.
Jack Crawford, now assistant coach here at Lebanon Valley College. One of the great guys and former Baltimore area coach. As Team 100, for the record, Dixie, Team 100 just won a face-off, and then the pass was picked off by Mark Bruce as they were trying to make something happen. It's halftime in the Adidas IMLCA National Cup 2019 All-Star Game. This graduating class of 2019 showcasing their abilities in front of all the college coaches. What a night. We'll be back with halftime.
Yeah, we've come this far, but can we finish what we started? Do we have it in us? Can we get back at it and keep grinding? Because the second we think we've given everything, we're gonna give more. Because this is our moment, and we are. We are made for this.
Whatever you're made for, Gatorade is made to fuel it.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises, bringing your dreams to life.
Represent for Rough Rider Nation. The Rough Riders have been on top of the game since 2007. Rough Rider alums continue to shine and won national championships at all levels. Rough Rider teams dominate the countryside in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and now Virginia. Check us out online at roughriderlacrosse.com. It's time to ride and die.
1, 2, 3, ride! And there's a good look at the halftime break. All the players who participated in the IMLCA Select Showcase this afternoon.
Some fresh Adidas shirts.
Adidas really doing a phenomenal job. And I know we touched on it briefly. They've done a fantastic job of just bringing these kids the love.
Get a good look at some of the kids. They played in the showcase. So you had showcases this afternoon for the classes of 2020, 2021, 2022 out on the backfields here at Lebanon Valley College. And fun to watch those guys get after it, get there. A lot of them, especially the 2022's first taste of showcase lacrosse, that kind of thing. See how you stack up against some of your peers.
And there was also the IMLCA, the Intercollegiate Men's Lacrosse Coaches Association, conducts their board meetings this weekend. They had a ton of coach support. That's why you see so many people in those chairs on the far side of the field. But there's a good look at the diverse crowd, teams from all up and down the East Coast. Of course, some teams from Ohio, some teams from, true Minnesota comes. We got a ton, Minneapolis, Michigan, any other Midwest states that start with an M or regions.
Michigan, Missouri, Minnesota.
I left out. Yeah, thank
what else? I mean, you name it, we got it. They're here. That's really kind of encompassing of that true lacrosse club. True, true Illinois, true Missouri, true Minnesota. A lot of that Midwest representation.
The halftime rolls on. We'll be back with highlights and stats when we return. As we look at Lee Corrigan.
Yeah, we've come this far, but can we finish what we started? Do we have it in us? Can we get back at it and keep grinding? Because the second we think we've given everything, we're gonna give more. Because this is our moment, and we are. We are made for this.
Whatever you're made for, Gatorade is made to fuel it.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises, bringing your dreams to life.
Represent for Rough Rider Nation. The Rough Riders have been on top of the game since 2007. Rough Rider alums continue to shine and won national championships at all levels. Rough Rider teams dominate the countryside in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and now Virginia. Check us out online at roughriderlacrosse.com. It's time to ride and die.
1, 2, 3, ride!
Yo, Sean.
Yeah, ride!
Hey, Booker, I'm down here with Drew Snyder, coach of the 100s. Now, Drew, what are some positives you see from the 100s?
Positives, nothing's really going our way, so it can only go up from here.
For sure, for sure. Now, what are some things you guys can work on?
So they got a really good face-off guy. We talked about making a little adjustment on him during halftime, as well as defining a possession. We're working on possessing the ball in the second half. If we have the ball, we can score, and they can't. It's pretty simple.
If the 100s come back, are we going to see some more celebrations?
We're going to see a lot more celebrations. We're down 7 right now. If we start to make a comeback, you will see a fireworks show out in the field today.
For sure, for sure. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks to Rico and Drew Snyder for that. Now, Dixie, let's get into some of the highlights from the first half. Just like the rug ties the room together, halftime highlights tie the game together. It's been all GOAT.
It really has. Early in the game, really the player of the game so far, the face-off man, Gigino. We've said his name like 16 different times. Dehenio with the beautiful shot. And then you're going to see the rebound shot. It's Michael Doty redirecting it for Team GOAT. And they were off and running at this point in time.
And there's your man Lionel Messi working the camera.
Lionel Messi in the camera.
He is since retired.
Brady McFalls turning the corner. Some high heat pass. Scorice. And it's important to note that Scorice played a pretty darn good first half, first quarter in particular. And then second quarter kind of turned into the Luke Hallman show. We saw a goal there, and then Logan Cleffish, but off the face-off, Dehenio finds Hallman. He rips one home, and this is where Luke Hallman out of Middletown High School really kind of took the game over. Scored, I believe, 3 goals in a row for the GOAT. But first we're going to see Kyle Howard slip open, take a feed from McMinn, and he's going to bounce it home to get Team 100 their second marker. But then Hallman just kind of took this thing over. Tyler Reef stepping in, good D, thwarted, nice bounce shot. And there you see Reef, and then Hallman. This might be the nicest goal of the game in terms of creativity and placement, little backhand action, and Team GOAT wasn't finished. Hallman stepping in, is going to split a double, pull the stick back, and beat Scorice. So Team 100, like Coach Drew Snyder said, there's nothing positive going on right now on the field.
I tell you, there is something positive. There's a little dancing going on the right side of your screen. He's going to do the work. Dixie, that's you on prom, or me on prom night.
That's you at the Valley Inn, I think, right? The happy Wednesday night happy hour.
Not these days. That was my prom night. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we've come this far, but can we finish what we started? Do we have it in us? Can we get back at it and keep grinding? Because the second we think we've given everything, we're gonna give more. Because this is our moment, and we are made for this.
Whatever you're made for, Gatorade is made to fuel it.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises, bringing your dreams to life.
Represent for Rough Rider Nation. The Rough Riders have been on top of the game since 2007. Rough Rider alums continue to shine and won national championships at all levels. Rough Rider teams dominate the countryside in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and now Virginia. Check us out online at roughriderlacrosse.com. It's time to ride or die.
1, 2, 3, ride!
Yo, Sean.
Yeah,
And Dehenio picks up right where he left off and gets it quickly to Evan James. And Team GOAT in white, Team 100 in red. As we have new goaltenders now in the game. Sean Gibbons in for Team 100. Gibbons wearing number 12. And in for Team GOAT, it's Kevin Holtby. No relation to Stanley Cup champion Braden Holtbeast.
Man, what a run by the Capitals to the Stanley Cup. I loved every minute of that. That was awesome. Long time coming. Holtby with that Game 2 save.
There's a song by James Taylor, loving every minute of it.
I thought that was Loverboy. Wasn't that Loverboy?
I know good and well it wasn't James Taylor.
I'm just saying. James Taylor, I don't think he'd write a ditty like that.
No, he doesn't. And I don't know if it would go down as a ditty either.
I love it. That's a good tune, though. That's something that was played at your prom, I think.
Yeah.
That was something that was played at your prom.
Yeah. I hope we don't dip into the prom stories too deeply, Mr. Dixon. I think Cowboy John Stewart might have an issue. And I didn't even go to Loyola, as we get a nice stuffing by goaltender Ryan Fitzpatrick. Excuse me, no, Team 100 goaltender Sean Gibbons.
Yeah, new goaltender Kevin Holtby, as you just mentioned, he's a commit to Hobart. So he'll head up north, upstate for his college career.
Greg Raymond, who played his college ball at
Johns Hopkins,
and was a 3-time captain.
Was he?
That is impressive.
Wow, that is impressive.
A, that he did that, and B, that I know it.
And I didn't.
He honestly was a 3-time captain. So after his freshman year, he was named a leader of that team.
Gibbons with another nice save.
And Team 100 playing with some renewed life.
Yeah, Kyle Sanborn picking up the ground ball, gets it back to Gibbons. We'll see if they can clear. This was really a bugaboo in the first half for Team 100, getting the ball from defense to offense. It looks like they're going to do a nice job of it here.
Bear traps is one of my bugaboos. Shot. Oh, nice save by Kevin Holtby. And, you know, more things change, the more they stay the same. Here comes Chase Baker. A transition opportunity. Fake behind the back, shot, goal. Luke Hallman getting it done every which way you can. Slim with the tilted brim.
I don't know if there's a most outstanding mop or an MVP or whatever, but Hallman is the front runner. Look at the handling of the pressure, good body control, and he's shown this a couple times tonight. He's able to get that stick back, and it's not like full arm extension. It's more just quick wrists, snap of the elbow, beautiful high bouncer from Hallman.
I think Jonathan DeHenio might be in the running for a little MVP.
He could be.
Pick up some votes. When he's the first player mentioned by the other team's coach, that might get you.
It's where you got to think: do chicks dig scars or they dig goals? That's the argument that we're going to have.
Keanu Reeves just called and said chicks dig scars.
Okay, so DeHenio's got Keanu Reeves has cast his vote for DeHenio.
Yeah, nice save that time by Sean Gibbons. And they're doing a good job. Team 100 is doing a nice job gathering the ball. A little bounce pass, a little flash on the cash. And Lane Herrick, diagonal. Oh, nice sharing of the ball. And that is how you do it. Dixie, that's why they call it execution.
I've heard that somewhere before. Great ball movement. And unselfish is the word that comes to my mind, because Danny McMinn could have easily sunk that one, but he flips it cross crease to his teammate, Kaysen Dillon. Nice shot. And that is great ball movement, teamwork, and Team 100 gets their third marker of the game.
That was great ball movement. And we have a Lionel Messi sighting, but he is lying down on the field.
There he is.
Sorry, folks, we're having some fun tonight because this is a fun event. Oh, inside feed traffic.
Maybe a little too unselfish. If I'm Nolan Chow, I'm probably taking that one and stepping toward the cage and maybe getting a shot on goal versus giving it back to my pole about 3 yards from me and a lot of traffic to navigate.
Tranchitella, the pole, trying to get something happening inside. That's a tall order. Kaysen Dillon pushes it, shot, goal. And Team 100 with renewed life. Danny McMinn with the finish.
We've seen McMinn with 2 assists in this game. Here he's going to put the stick in his right hand. He gets top side, slips past the defense, and he's going to send it far post. And that's a tricky shot because you got a left-handed goaltender that you're sending it far post on. So he was able to fake low, got the goalie to commit, shoots high, and gets his first of the evening.
And Team 100 has also solved some of the face-off issues. It's going to be Team 100 ball.
Carter Hillary there with the ground ball. It goes out of bounds, but he will maintain possession for his ball club. He's taking some gratuitous checks, courtesy of Ryan Young.
Ryan Young definitely stepping in and laying some lumber as Max Bartron gets it over to Kyle Howard. Here's Howard Left to right split dodge. Digs his shoulder in. Plants goal line extended. See if he likes what he sees. Gets it behind. No opening for McMinn. Flat roll. Now a pass. Shot. Goal. Like an absolute savage. See ya, Dinks.
Nolan Chow is going to score the goal, but McMinn has impressed me. Sticking his right hand, rolls back left, and he already knows where he's going to put the ball because once he sees that slot, he saw Chow about 7 yards above goal line extended, and he saw the defender, stares him down, and then he's just going to see Chow after the slide comes. Great vision and excellent find by Danny McMinn.
And just like that, Team 100 surrenders a face-off.
There's a rally killer.
Henio.
Yeah, there's a rally killer. Well, it's good to see Team 100 showing a little bit of life, getting some offensive pop, and they're starting to share the ball. You know, when the ball's in McMinn's stick, good things happen for this ball club.
Here's Hallman, shot backed up that time by Doty. Doty will step it in. Cross crease feed, no Dyson, just like that. Team 100 comes up with it in the form of Michael Hughes. Hughes puts it on the ground. Great play by Ryan Young. He's played some efficient ball in the middle of the field.
Well, that's what happens when your long stick midi stays and plays offense. Once you get a turnover, he can ride it out.
That is outside the cage. We call it a mom goal to credit all of the great moms that helped us get this far in our lacrosse careers. Right?
Absolutely. It is Father's Day weekend, though.
Father's Day doesn't exist.
I hear you. That's why I just had to give it a mention for 3 seconds. Now it's over.
Yeah. It's like Arbor Day.
Right.
Mother's Day should be about 8 times a year. If anybody who knows kids, has kids, or knows them, or teaches them. Oh, what a save. Sean Gibbons climbing the ladder. Now we're going back and forth.
It's a transition lacrosse. Maybe we got numbers if there's recognition, and there is.
Ryan Herrick puts it inside. Now they look to get it off the carpet. It bobbles into the air, and it's just like that. On to Team Goat, Christian Motley. Motley, little pump fake, shot, goal. Excuse me, Talon Campbell. Getting the flip from Motley. Campbell absolutely ripping the corner.
Well, there we see the speed of Campbell. Comes down, slides late. Defense really wasn't organized. And Campbell takes what they give him, cruises down the alley, and sticks it high to high. Beautiful shot on the run for Talon Campbell.
Nice shot of the crowd as it swells here at Lebanon Valley Credit Union press box. And, of course, it's Arnold Field here at Lebanon Valley College. Booker Corrigan and Mark Dixon bringing the call. This is the Adidas IMLCA National Cup Class of 2019 All-Star Game. Ball bobbled on the far side by Doty, but quickly gathered, and Team Goat will possess. Shot, goal, credit Logan Cleffish.
Cleffish does a good job using his body, and again, he's timing checks. That's what I like. Once a defender commits, right there, he gets in on his body, he knows he's got leverage, he pops top side, and a nice job, no slide, because you figure your defender's going to handle himself back there, and there's no real reason to be hot that early in a possession, but Cleffish does a good job of getting top side, and he sticks it.
Again, probably 80 coaches on the far sideline watching as Dehenio wins yet another face-off. Nice little stop dodge.
A good ground ball pickup by Jeffrey Trainer.
And Team 100 gets it out. They trail 12-5, but they'd shown some life here in the third quarter. We still have a lot of lacrosse left, 5:19 to go.
There's a good clear by the man with the ball on his stick right now. Connor Boyle out of Fairfield Prep in Connecticut. He's headed to the University of Vermont. Catamounts under Chris Fife. challenged in the America East this year.
Oh, cross crease feed. Very nice.
That's McMinn. McMinn is a distributor.
Shot from outside, no good.
Quinn Simonson out of West Orondacoy on the island. Nice save, however, by the goaltender, number 11, Kevin Holtby.
The Holt Beast. And that was from 12 or 14. He's going to get that one.
Sure. He read it all the way, tracked it, didn't guess, and a clean save, too. Hallman hits the pipe on another one of those backhand offerings.
And McFalls, that's Brady McFalls. One of the things I've noticed with the GOAT attack is they've accelerated, they've quicked their defenders. How do you teach a kid that skill?
You have to teach them to attack their hips, attack them, run in a straight line, because you know where you want to go. So watch their hips, get in on them as much as possible, and just try to avoid those checks. You can't teach a kid to be aggressive. You can teach them how to dodge, but you can't teach them how to be aggressive. And I think all the great attackmen, the guys that are first-team All-American, all the way through the guys that see the field at the Division I level, know how to attack a pole.
And that's such a great offering by you, knowledge-wise, is the fact that getting on the field sometimes at the D1 level is a little harder than you think, as we see a goal by the team GOATs. Noah Braunstein.
I mean, you look at any cumulative stat sheet, you've got 5 or 6 guys, maybe 20 points and over. That means you've got, 45 other guys that have to do all the other things. Get ground balls, play defense, make feeds, clear the ball. You got all those guys that fill out your roster. Nice shot by number 21 in the white for Team GOAT. Evan James slots it home.
Might have been 22, Noah Braunstein.
22?
Yep.
Is Braunstein? Well, the James family's happy with me that I mentioned their son's name, but got to give credit to Braunstein. He's made a couple really nice plays here tonight.
Face-off win by Team 100. McMinn will get it quickly. Oh, shot just wide. That's a bummer, man. Case and Dillon unable to find the cage.
Well, you got to credit Holtby stepping off of his crease and decreasing the angle of Dillon right there. He tried that little twister shot that the Canadians have made so popular. It just misses outside.
Step shot. Oh, what a save. Kevin Holtby going all the way down to the ground to save it. Now Chase Baker's going to leg it out. Their efficiency on Team GOAT's been, the clearing efficiency has been
good. Yeah, they get the ball out quick to their shorties, and the shorties leg it across for the most part.
Brady McFalls will settle as we're under the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ethan Ashley did some great things early in tonight's game and then kind of took the second quarter off. And now it's Nick Harris. Dixie, still haven't seen a first man up yet.
We have one, but we weren't on the air yet. we were still doing the open when they had the EMO. But no, it's, the referees will let these guys play, and guys are having fun. I mean, this is, like NBA All-Star Weekend.
It kind of is.
Defense is optional.
The showcase, yeah. Although for Team GOAT, they're playing some D. And then Colin Corrigan in the first half played some outstanding goal.
He did. He really did.
More college coaches on the scene. Of course, they're close to the food. Everybody's having fun. And I'll tell you, as the shot goes, that time Chase Baker. And here we go. They're taking the 100 out of Team 100's goal. That's a little something for you. Adidas, they put on such a nice show. So check out this replay.
Yeah, good vision by Michael Doty. He finds Baker up top. Watch him draw the double off of the dodge. And then he's going to find Baker. And Baker, a little stutter step. Get to the middle of the field. Get in between those hash marks. When you're playing on a football field, use those hash marks to your advantage. Get into the middle. And now they're putting the GOAT on top of the 100. Wow.
That's innovative. Miles Jones. I was lucky enough to get into the locker room well before the kids arrived. And it was welcome to the goodie room. Hey, every kid, new pair of cleats, new jersey, new pants, new shorts, new shooting shirt, new gloves. Adidas did an unbelievable new shafts for their sticks.
Getting taken care of. Gotta love it.
It was. Welcome to the goodie room.
Yeah.
Because I know you want the goodies.
I'm always up for gear. Ethan Ashley with that shot. Nice save by the goaltender Gibbons for Team 100.
And now it's Carter Hillary pacing things for Team 100. Connor Boyle pushes it, and it's Kyle Howard. Now it's back in the capable stick of Carter Hillary. He bounces one wide of goaltender Kevin Holtby. This is Kaysen Dillon. Nice move by Dillon. Oh, what a save from his tuchus. Sitting on his tuchus, making saves. Christian Motley comes up with a loose ball. And here's Lionel Messi chasing him.
Look at him.
Lionel Messi's going to chase him down and tackle him.
Messi's an athlete.
Slide tackle.
He's an athlete.
Look at Messi.
Long strides.
Now he's going to get hit in the face with the ball. You chip your teeth, son. Hey, buddy, I tell you what, you ain't from these parts.
Team 100 is giving them the business, that's for sure.
Yeah, I tell you what, dude, they're getting a lot.
Great hustle by Gibbons. You got to give the ball to the goalie on that. Oh wow, gave it to the
They don't want to go down the other end.
All right.
Yeah. Shot, goal. Team lacrosse by Team Goat as Ryan Henry bangs one home. Slim with the tilted brim.
It's again Doty with some vision off the restart. Got to be whistle ready, and that's an important component of lacrosse with the quick restarts. Doty's able to get inside of his defender. Nice cut by Henry. Good handle as well. It was a little low to his right. He's able to catch it, redirects it, and Team Goat continues to roll.
It was a great look by Michael Doty. Would you call that La Tigre, Blue Steel, Magnum?
All the above.
They're all the same.
Let's go all the above.
Am I taking crazy pills? They're all the same. Blue Steel.
Good Lord. I remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Still trying to figure out how he got his underpants off that one scene.
Oh, come on, you can't. I'm gonna let that one drop. I'm going to let that one drift off into the eternity of TV land as the end of the third quarter arrives just in time. Booker Corrigan and Mark Dixon bringing you the call here in the IMLCA Adidas National Cup. We'll be back.
Yeah, we've come this far, but can we finish what we started? Do we have it in us? Can we get back at it and keep grinding? Because the second we think we've given everything, we're gonna give more. Because this is our moment, and we are. We are made for this.
Whatever you're made for, Gatorade is made to fuel it.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises, bringing your dreams to life.
Represent for Rough Rider Nation. The Rough Riders have been on top of the game since 2007. Rough Rider alums continue to shine and won national championships at all levels. Rough Rider teams dominate the countryside in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and now Virginia. Check us out online at roughriderlacrosse.com. It's time to ride or die.
1, 2, 3, ride!
Yo, Sean.
Nice shot of the crowd. Some folks knowing they're on camera, giving a little wave. They fought the traffic to get here, Dixie.
I got here early. I didn't have a whole lot of traffic, but my hotel is 40 minutes away, so I got a trek ahead of me.
We'll take care of you before you get on the road. We'll take care of you.
That sounds
good. We'll get
good.
you your per diem. Nothing wrong with a little per diem.
There is such a thing.
Yeah. And there he goes again. Jonathan DeHenio. Face off at W. Team Goat possessing here. Fourth quarter now underway. Inside feed, roll dodge. I like the way they're thinking.
Poles staying on to play offense. Hallman looking for goal number 6.
And that's backed up by team. I tell you, backed up by Team 100. I think Team Goat, their offense might be getting a little. They've been running around a lot.
That was the trot.
Yeah.
By the Goat attackman.
As Sean Gibbons gets it to the far side of the field. And I tell you, this Team 100, they know the importance of getting this ball across midfield successfully and into the box. Pass knocked down.
Good idea.
Nice save. What a save. Slamming the door that time by
Holtby.
Sean. Was that Holtbeast?
Holtby with the save, yeah.
And now with the running clear, it's an all-star game, but when the goalie comes out, it's not so much an all-star game anymore.
Look out. No one likes the goal.
Goal line extended and a long looping pass to Ian Kalb. Kalb, the long stick. Makes the right play, hits the open guy. Trailer now in the form of Ryan Henry. And it's going to maintain Goat possession as we get to the 5:08 mark. 17-6 your score. Team Goat, Miles Jones leading his charges right now. Safe to say they might pull this out.
I don't know if we can get a note to the clock operators. Keep the clock running. Yeah, I don't know if you can get a note to them or not. You might have a connection. Now these guys will compete with their club teams this weekend, right? Here in the IMLCA.
The bulk of them are already
whole tournament,
knee deep and ready to go.
2019s, 20s, 21s, and 22s.
As part of this IMLCA National Cup presented by Adidas. Adidas just pulling out all the stops to help these guys have a great experience, not just for this all-star game either. This is Ethan Ashley.
Good double. Good defense by Team 100.
Inside feed hits the turf. And Team 100 opportunity to clear in and out of the stick of Travis Trancatelli.
Good ride by Team Goat. Team 100 try to put together a little bit. Holtby, nice saves for Team Goat.
3:35 to go. Fourth quarter, shot goes wide. Offered by Nick Harris.
But again, we touched on it. I mean, what a neat experience to be treated like rock stars. Come in, get the gear from Adidas. Playing a great game like this in front of a lot of top-level college coaches. A lot of people out here to watch this game tonight.
Here is Team 100 with the clear. Safe to say they are green-lighted to go at any time.
I'd agree.
Ivan Proger, number 5, behind the cage. Haven't had a chance to talk about him much. Here he is. Alexander Turry. And now it's McMinn, somebody I've been thrilled with the way Danny McMinn's played tonight.
He's had a real nice game for Team 100. 1 goal. I think he's got 3 or 4 assists. Great vision.
Tristan Getty pushes it across. Lane Herrick gets it back up top. Shot. Goal. Team 100 with the nice goal by number 22, Carter Hillary.
The Ohio State commit does a nice job just backing down. And while he's backing down, not only is he establishing position and gaining leverage on his defender, but he's setting that front foot, which in this case was his right foot, plants it, fires it, beautiful placement, great job.
That was a well-placed shot.
It was. Just for old time's sake, nice another face-off win for Dehenio.
Dehenio has been an absolute stud, although I've been informed by the voters it's Luke Hallman who's going to walk with the MVP trophy.
So the Chicks dig the goals tonight here in Lebanon Valley College. Can't argue with that. He owned the second quarter.
Pisanelli flips it over to number 23, Talon Campbell. Brady McFalls with under a minute to go here on an absolutely Chamber of Commerce night, which is a phrase I learned from Wells Stanwyck Sr.
No kidding.
I'd never heard it before. He used it, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's beautiful. I was like, oh, thanks, Wells.
Nice. Learn something new every day.
Ivan Proger stop and go. Ball might make it over. It's over and back. And it's going to give Team Goat one last chance. And they capitalize. Logan Clefish.
And that'll put the exclamation point on this ball game. A resounding win for Team Goat. Clefish comes right down the heart, puts a rocket into the back of the cage, and heck of a game by both teams here tonight.
Great talent on the field. Beautiful occasion, and Adidas really putting their stamp on it. I mean, how nice is it got to be for these kids to experience an event like this and be a part and be treated the way they're being treated?
It's awesome. I mean, it's really, when you boil it down, it could be once in a lifetime kind of thing. You know, these opportunities don't come along every day, and for these guys to get this experience and get this type of treatment, it's pretty darn special.
Luke Hallman announced as your MVP. Big night for Luke, big night for Team Goat as they take home the W. For Mark Dixon and Team IMLCA, I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. Down to Rico Fleming, who has our MVP with him. Rico, take it, man.
Hey, I'm down on the field with the MVP of the game. Quick question. How was it playing for the IMLCA?
It was fantastic. I mean, all the Geary guys, like, phenomenal. Like, I'm just really thankful to make the team. And, you know, it was a whole lot of fun. Teammates, everyone got along great. Studies were fun. So, yeah, it's had a great time.
How was it playing for Coach Miles Jones?
It was awesome. I mean, he was super intense and, like, had a lot of fun out there. He was always goofing off with us, so I liked it a lot.
Last question. Why were you standing out today? What do you think it was about your game that allowed you to stand out today?
Just like keeping my hands free and creating separation from defenders. I mean, I tried to have my head up as much as possible. Didn't have many feeds, but when I got open for a shot, I decided to take it.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Rico Fleming doing a nice job down on the sideline. Of course, Mike Valente, the cameraman, down on that end. Great performance tonight by my man Donnie, Josh, and of course Chad and Kelly inside the booth. Great to have Kaylee back this year. Another great performance for Mark Dixon. I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks so much, and thank you most of all to the great people at Adidas.
I'm done.